Hello, everybody. Ryan Carpenter here. No BS Golf, presented by P45 Knuckle Down Golf. Well, hope everybody had a good weekend. Got out there, play a little, practice a little, develop some. More important, I just got done with a re-session is what I call it. Went back and watched something classes that I take. So there's a new advancement in golf understanding, golf swing, golf whatever you want to call it, and it don't matter. Long story short, three-dimensional understanding much more about not. We talk about the swing and moving and how to move here and be there and position there and position this, and this is more about what actually makes things happen and how much, and so it's a high level study for one, and then breaking it down and trying to start understanding it. Well, for lack of better anything, that's my job, not for me, and I do it because there's a lot of things that have been taught, still taught, YouTubed, magazine, read, guy flapping his gums on TV for a tournament even. And so the whole point of anything that we do is we got to get better at hopefully making it easier for you. And I would say what used to be kind of like a 5 to 10 year process, we got it down to about a 2-year process. And then over time, at least for myself anyways, now there's some out there, and go find them. Good luck. They may have been able to get it down to a 6-month process. I don't know. I mean, every player is different to some degree, so there's no exact number, but for most players coming in, talking about making some, big, huge change, improvement, which that's what it is. Most people walk in the door, they don't think they want to do a big, huge change, but the reality is they do, because you basically boil it down to one simple thing. Like, okay, well, look, it sounds like what you want to do. Play a lot more consistent golf. Don't be losing no more golf balls. And develop, yourself into basically a pretty, consistent ball flight player with reliability, with confidence. That way you get off the tee and you get your shot up to the green or on it, wherever, and you let the short game take over, right? And then we work on that too. Well, the reality is that for a lot of these players coming in, there's so many different things going on, and this ain't easy. I mean, that's just plain how it is. It's just not easy to do this, and so you work on all that stuff, or you get them to you understand the blueprint, so we can get working on this and whatnot. And that, for most people, that's about a 9 to 12 month ish, and most of it's based off time. That's the reality. I mean, if you could have 8 hours a day, do nothing but working on your golf game, shoot, we could change this whole process. But nobody has that. You're lucky to get a total of 3 hours in the whole week doing some real good work at all. So it's a process, and it takes time, because the time available for most people isn't that much anyways. But the goal of these high-level, this stuff, I put it on the Twitter and the Facebook and all that stuff, a little picture, doesn't matter, is that hopefully by learning and studying the high-level stuff, I continue to better adapt things I already know with a little bit of extra dabs of good information to make it even easier, even better, even though we can't make it like overnight. I don't have that magic pill. I wish I did. There are some things that we can do sometimes in the moment and get it to start clicking. But then there's some things that you just can't. You got to develop it. You got to put in the work. You got to get through the reps. You got to understand. You got to get to a point of automatic, we ain't thinking about it because we're not ready to play golf until we can get this off your brain. So anyhow, I have my own classes too and my own learning. And And I have to go back and I have to rewatch. Just like a repetition, okay, you're learning to turn your body better, or you're learning to swing the club on an angle differently, or whatever we might be working on. The reps that are required for the player, no way around it. You got to get the reps in. I mean, you just do. You just have to get enough solid, quality, focused, feedback-oriented reps, because without it, it's not going to change. And so, same for myself. In order to make sure I'm hopefully continuing to advance in my own abilities, I got these great fellows putting out some awesome information. So I just finished up that again this morning. Second review. I'm probably going to review it about another, time, right? Time for, hopefully coming around. Maybe 3 or 4 more times this week. So, yeah. Keep learning. Never stop. It's crucial. I don't care what endeavor you're going down. So, Myth Bustin' Monday. I put this up there on the old Twitter, and it's a clicky, attention grabber. Of course it is, but the thing that I find more than anything is that it's sad still to today how much of this stuff is like people go, wait, what? Well, hold on a second. I tell that to Johnny and Tommy and Timmy and everybody. I'm like, I know, you gotta stop doing that. Look, one of my absolute just hated terms in the golf world in general is keep your head down. Ugh. And let me restate it. Nobody has intentions, okay? I know it's not intentional. But you can't say something worse to a person, especially out on a range, no feedback of any type. That one little 4-word sentence can absolutely destroy a player, because the way that it translates is the problem. They're like, okay, I gotta put my head down in position, and now I can't really. It's hard to move and keep my head. Well, okay, now I'm not gonna move at all, and I'm getting real tightened up and stiff. You see what I mean? Like, I've watched this literally in action 1,000 times, sitting on range trying to mind my own dang business, and I hear this. Hey, Johnny, you picked your head up. We'll get to that one next. Keep your head down. Okay. And now he looks even worse than he did before. It restricts motion. It forces people to have to, tighten up. Comfortable looking. And it does them no good. Because then it's the second myth is that, hey, you looked up. No, you didn't. No, you looked up too quick. First of all, you ain't that coordinated in the first place. So let's just get rid of that one too. 99.9% of the time, to the untrained eye, the naked eye, no camera, no breakdown, no slow down, and actually figure out what the heck's going on, had nothing to do with the looking up. It's the posture change of the body because of a bad golf swing. And when you see it in only 1.3 seconds in the naked eye, the only thing people pick up is they see your head kind of going up at some point in a golf swing. And they're like, oh, you looked up. And I'm like, dang it, did I really? And that's how you know right out of the gates, because people are like, well, wait, did I? Oh, man, I didn't know I did that. Yeah, you didn't do it. You didn't do it. It's okay. Your swing is so dang fast, especially from the top down, there's no way you looked up too quick. BS, okay? It's posture change. And the error had nothing to do with that anyways. For the most part, if we took like an image of the side of the downline view, from behind target line, and drew some lines around the head and like the posture of the body, by far and away, and especially when you start some of this learning this hand path stuff and the hub and all that, if I had to choose a movement for the head, which it ain't the head, it's the whole system, it's the whole posturing, okay? It's kind of like Scotty Scheffler. If I had to choose a wild movement of the feet, then I'd want him moving way out like his, away from the golf balls, as hard and fast as possible, which is what he's chosen to do. It's fine, and it works. Well, same thing with the damn head. If I wanted to choose something for the head to do, if I only had up, like down, say like towards the target, and then like away from the target, right? If I only had one to choose, I would choose away from the target line. So you moving your head away from the golf ball. So if you're set up here, ball's over there, on your downswing, you're going to move your head away from the ball, basically. Okay? Second would be up. So away and up. Never down and never forward. That's for dang sure. But never down. Down is the worst dang thing you can possibly do. So, again, I know it's not intentional, but I'll put it out there because it's a fun thing to talk about. Because it usually gets people, I don't know, hopefully somebody gets all riled up about it and we can have a discussion. I mean, that's the whole point. Want to talk about things. So, anyhow, so those are my Mythbuster Mondays. I put up some clinic information heading down to the the golf pub here in town. I partner with those guys, and we're just constantly, every time we meet, we keep coming up with better ideas and things we can do. How do we get it going? But, the big one is the evaluations are free. And I ran into this again, and it's how the process goes for me too. So I get it. But people will say, well, before I do nothing, I got to make sure I'm going to do this before I invest time and money. I'm like, exactly. That is correct. And in this area where the pub's not an established business yet, and I'm not either, that's why I'm doing the evaluations for free, because without the information that comes from the evaluation lesson, you cannot make that decision properly. You don't have the information needed yet. And so I would much rather go down to the pub, spend some time with some folk, walk them through what's going on, document it, send emails, all that good stuff. You're going to learn everything in day one that you need to do. You just ain't going to be able to develop it on your own. That's the problem. But anyways, I'd much rather get people in there who are interested, that want to know, so they can make an informed decision. And that is ultimately the hard part, because it's so much easier. Go to your YouTube, which we just got done in this video, just got done talking about like 5 things that are popular on YouTube today, and they're wrong. That's a topic for another day. But anyways, you can go to your quick YouTube learning thing. You can go to your like one-time standing on a range session thing. You can read a magazine thing. I'm telling you right now, you got to have a full evaluation done. So that's why I'm doing it for free right now, because I need some players to come in, and I heard it. Well, they said, and blah, blah, blah. I know. Tell them it's free for a reason. You have to get to the point of understanding what is required and needed to be done to help you get to where you can achieve these goals. And I don't know any players, literally. None. I've never met this player. Well, John, how's your game? It's okay, I guess. It ain't great. I mean, it's fine for the most part, but it's not, it's not good. I have issues and things. Okay. Well, what do you want to do about it? Not really much. I'm fine. Oh, okay. Well, then there's nothing to talk about here. Go play golf. Don't worry about it. Well, I'd like to stop losing some golf balls, I guess. Oh, okay. Well, there's a problem. Well, what happens when you lose them balls? Oh, about 4 or 5 times minimum every round. Just one of those big whoosh. Oh. Well, here's all I can tell you for sure then. I got to be able to have some time and video the whole swing, kind of get a good feel for what's going on, see it all, see the whole equation. Anything else? Anything else? Just the lost balls? That's it? Well, I don't. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's just get rid of the 4 lost balls. Okay, well, that we can probably come up with a decent solution. in maybe a month's time to 2 months' time. Because you're only talking about a couple of major misfires. And while the error is occurring in all swings that you take, we're going to have to pinpoint the main one at least minimum. And it might be still 2 or 3 things that have to really change in order to get rid of that completely, to be honest. So, but that's why the evaluation is so important. Because even for that fella, maybe we're not looking at, I want to be consistent and repeatable and score with it and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's high level goals, folks. That's tour. You're basically saying you want to be a tour pro without being a tour pro. The difference is you don't want to go compete on the highest stage for big bucks. But guess what? In order for them to get there, that's what they had to accomplish. Consistent, confident, repeatable ball flight that I can go score with. That's tour pro. The other difference is maybe they're trying to hit at 314 and you're only trying to hit at 252. Okay, fine. The skills are the same, though. They're just doing it at a higher, faster, stronger rate of speed and action. So, you run into this guy, and that's fine. Well, we'll start working on that. And what you're going to find over time, in reality, is they start to say, hey, what if we could clean up this? What if we can clean up that? And I'm like, exactly. Because you're not out there. Nobody out there. Okay, let's not say nobody. That's a terrible word, too. For the most part, most people out there doing this whole game, they want to find a way to get better. Period. The end. And but not everyone wants to put in the work that's required to achieve that. However, and that's a different thing. And for those of y'all that are like, I don't want to work at it, and I'd rather go to my YouTube. Go for it. But I'm gonna tell you, I just got done listening to 2 top 50 golf digest instructors. And they said it right out of the gates without even flinching. They're like, junk on that YouTube crap. These are 2 of the smartest fellows I know in the business right now. So, you can do it that way. But I fear, like one fella I ran into here recently, you're going to probably get worse, unfortunately, not better. And so, the big picture is the evaluation lesson is the most important lesson because you cannot make a critical decision for your golf life and your golf future unless you have that information available. You have to understand everything that's possibly going on, how it relates to you currently, and the goals you have for yourself in the future. So that's why I'm doing those for free right now. So what does it cost you? A little bit of time to learn? Who cares? Sign up. Come on down. Let me know. Other than that, like always, I would appreciate it if you smash that like button, subscribe, and share with your friends on Facebook and Twitter and everything else out there. Go to the comments section. I didn't check. I need to check again. Make sure. But leave me some comments. If you have questions, if you want a topic discussed, whatever. Golf related, please. And let's do it. Let's do it. But we're on another week. We are into spring. Summer golf is fast coming upon us, and then all of a sudden we'll be through a whole new season here. So it's time to do something, and you gotta make a smart decision before it's too late. So sign up for that evaluation. Come see me over at www.golfpub.com. Twitter P45KDG. At P45KDG, and then email if you want to sign up for one of these clinics too. Those are simple, $10. I mean, you're not going to learn everything, but we'll get you to learn something at least, something to hopefully help you. It's just, you're not going to make some big advancement in your game, but hey, it's fun. You get to see the facility, you get to learn something. So email P45knuckledowngolf@gmail.com. And for today, folks, hope you're having a good Monday. I'll probably hit you up sometime tomorrow with another one. But for now, that's it. No BS Golf by Ryan Carpenter. Take care, folks.